Yo, what's up, you guys? How you guys doing, man? So here's this video. I know you guys have been waiting to see if I was going to put a video up this week, and as you gather, there is no video due this week. This is week 10, and this is my week 10 video. And to be honest with you, I had already recorded this video on Tuesday. Well, not this video, but I recorded a video on Tuesday to post, but I didn't like how it came out, so I had decided I didn't post it. I was like, I don't like how this came out, so I decided to post, to re-record another video. So I'm doing it today, and I had got a couple texts or emails say, hey Brandon, do we have a video for this week? And week 10 I decided not to trip and do a video. And normally on week 10 what I do is if we're in face-to-face, sometimes I'll just teach class on that Tuesday, and that Thursday will be our last day. But I decided to give you guys this week, man. It's been, I know it's been a long quarter for some of us, and why add more stress to that? So this is the week 10 video, me coming to you and saying thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for your time, your bodies, and your energy. I hope you appreciated the videos. I hope you liked the videos. I hope you had a good time with the videos and the class. And I apologize. I know it's not my fault, but I apologize for the circumstances of us having to do these classes online, and given the climate that the world is in right now. So, but I still want to say thank you, man. I just always want to thank the students for just rocking with me this quarter, and trying to have a good time with all things considered. So that's what this video is about. Just saying, hey man, farewell. Thank you guys. I appreciate you, and I hope you got something out of the quarter. And I know that we have I know I have some students who this is their last quarter, and then they're done, and they're graduated and moving on. And man, I want to say congratulations to you, because you got thrown a curveball and decided to stick with this thing and work it out and see it through to the end. And even if you had to do it kicking and screaming, you got it done. You know what I mean? I apologize for the helicopter. I'm outside because it's just a nice day today, so I thought I'd come outside and do this video. Nonetheless, you got it done, and it worked out, man. And I say congratulations to you on your new success, and I wish you the best. To my my students that are graduating, I wish you the best, man. Go out there into the world, take the things that you've learned and be successful. I wish you nothing but success and happiness, and be great. Be great, man. Whatever it is you choose to do in life, be great at it, and then help somebody else be great. Just lend a helping hand to someone, man. Not to sound like an after-school special, man, but the more we lend hands to other people and help someone else come up, man, after we reach that level of success, the more that we can reach a hand down to pull somebody else up, the more this world to be a better place. You dig what I'm saying? So I always encourage my graduating class to to just get out there, be great, but don't forget about the others, man, and reach out and help somebody else get to that level once you've reached your level. I also like to say to those graduating to the graduating class, or those students whose this is your last semester or quarter, don't get caught up in timelines. What do you mean by that, Brandon? Let me tell you. So I always get students that come to me and they like, yo, by this time I want to have this done, and then by this time, by this year, I want to have that done and have that accomplished. And which is good, you know what I'm saying? It's good to have a timeline, but sometimes it doesn't always go according to the timeline. That's just not how life works, you know what I mean? Sometimes life is going to throw you a curveball, i.e. the situation that we're in right now. So, you know, I say have a timeline, but if it doesn't work out the way you thought it was going to work out, maybe it's not supposed to work out the way you thought it was going to work out. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to just walk the path that's put in front of you in order to get to that goal. Because sometimes the goal we set is lesser than the goal we're supposed to achieve. And we set these goals, and we're supposed to do more. And we feel like we have to go down this road to achieve this goal that we set. But the goal, the destiny that's meant for you, and the goal that you're supposed to achieve, you might need to go that route and come around and get back there. Because on this route, you're going to learn some things and gain some knowledge and gain some skills that you never thought you had. So I'm always here to say, don't get discouraged when things don't go the way that you thought they were supposed to go. You know what I mean? Because your timeline has already been predestined. You know what I mean? You just didn't know it. And you're going to meet some people along that way and touch some people. And some people are going to touch you and influence you and encourage you along that way. And it's going to give you a story for you to tell to somebody else to help them along their journey. You know what I mean? So sometimes we have to, and that's what I like to do. You know what I mean? A lot of times, especially in the classes, like I'm a storyteller, you know what I mean, by nature. I just like to tell stories, and those that know me know that about me. And I may have told some stories in these videos that you did over this quarter. And sometimes you just have to tell your story, man. You go through things in life to come out on the other side so that you can tell your story. And the more you tell your story, you'll make his story, or encourage his story, that will then make history. You dig what I'm saying? So the more you tell your story, it encourages someone else for their story. You know what I mean? That could eventually make his story. So and it's all a testimony. So I just say all of that to say, like, yo, it's all good. My graduating people, get out there, be great. Hope during this time you took this time to, when you've been at home and all the extra time that you had, to pick up some extra skills, learn something new about yourself. You know what I mean? And I've been telling everybody, and I've been saying this to you guys from the beginning, like, don't let this COVID thing and this quarantine, and a lot of us have been affected by this COVID-19 situation. Some of us may have had family members to, you know, pass away from it. To be honest with you, I've had a family member of mine pass away from it over the summer. It's a real thing. But the whole quarantine situation, being at home and not being able to go out and do as many things as we want to, I know it's been stressful, and it's so easy for us to fall into the state of depression. And I've had a lot of students to fall into that state of depression because of the circumstance. And I pray for you guys, and I try to encourage everyone to not let that happen. Be stronger than that. Do not come out of this quarantine the same way you went in. I can't stress that enough. Do not come out of this quarantine the same way you went in, because if you do, that's just a lot of wasted time, you young people, and you don't want that to happen. We don't have any time to waste. You know what I'm saying? We got nothing but, we get one chance on this big blue marble, and we got to seize every moment. You dig what I'm saying? No matter what the circumstance is. And we're going to be thrown some obstacles, you know what I mean? And we're going to go through some struggles, but without struggle, there's no success. And I consider myself a living testimony of that. So don't come out of this thing the same way you went in. And it doesn't matter. No matter how big or little the change is, make sure there's a change. Make sure there's a difference. Like I said, whether it's reading more books, you know what I mean, and gaining more knowledge, whether it's working out. I got all this time at home. Well, you know what I mean? Now I got time to go and do some workouts. And let me get 15 minutes in and do a couple jumping jacks or sit-ups, or go for a walk or run around the block. Whether it's just becoming stronger spiritually, however that may be for you, more meditation, more prayer, whatever it is, you gotten stronger spiritually, you know what I mean? Would it, you know, even for, let's say for my students, you know, and I say this also especially to my young dancers. You know, me being a dance professor, of course I come across a lot of young dancers, right? And I have a lot of young dancers that I've mentored and that have graduated, those that graduated during quarantine, right when it started last spring. And I say this even to my the class that graduated spring of 2019 and had to deal with this. Now they're out of school, and then this happened, because they're affected by this almost just as much, right? Especially to those young dancers, you know what I mean? Now because I run into people saying, oh, well, I can't dance anymore because of COVID, or I can't get a job now because of COVID. I can't go dance for a company now because of COVID. And that's just not true. You know what I'm saying? If you want to dance, you dance. Period. You know what I mean? What are you going to do? Because we're not going to be in this state forever. I know a lot of people right at the beginning of this started using the phrase, the new normal. I just dislike that phrase, because this is no normal for me. And I won't ever get used to this normal. You dig what I'm saying? So this is not the new normal. We will get back to how things were. Of course, there will be some changes, different, and some approaches to certain things will be different. But we're going to get back to the way things were, man. And when we get back to the way things were, are you going to be ready? That's the question you have to ask yourself. Will you be ready? Or will you be the same? You had all this time. You had 9 months or whatever have you to get ready. I always tell young people, don't wait for the call to get ready. Be ready for the call. What does that mean, Brandon J? So back to my young dancers, you want to dance and you just graduated, then you should have been taking this time to create. Come up with a portfolio. You should have a list of different pieces of choreography or phrases that you had all this time to work on and create, so that when you get that call and say, hey, or you go to apply for that job, that teaching job, you've already got a repertoire of things that you can pull from. You know what I mean? You've been dancing this entire time, so that when you go to that audition, you're already in shape. You didn't let quarantine get you down and say, oh, I can't dance anymore, so I'm out of shape. Nah. You've been dancing this whole time, so that when the call comes, you're already in shape and ready to go. That's how you stay productive. That's how you stay proactive. And that's how you stay ready. You see what I'm saying? Don't let this thing get you down. Don't blame everything. I run into a lot of people that blames everything on COVID. That's just not true. Don't do that. Don't let nothing like that ever get you down and have that much power over you. I'm just not like that. I'm not cut from that kind of cloth. None of this thing will ever get me down. I'm going to stay in shape. I'm going to stay creating. And it's even sparked me to create things in a different way. Like right now, I'm working with the UCR touring ensemble, and I'm choreographing for that, but I have to choreograph for them under these circumstances. You see what I'm saying? And man, I just had to think outside the box. Do I let it get me down? Like, oh, well, I can't meet with them inside the studio, so oh my God, I can't do this. Nah, when they called me for it, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna work it out, and we're gonna figure it out. And we have been. And it's going to be really dope. You know what I mean? Because I'm just that, you know, confident in the work that I do. And I'm confident in that I know I'll make a way out of no way. So I encourage everybody to always try to make a way out of no way. Right? Never work the problem. Work the solution. You know what I mean? So if COVID and quarantine is the problem, don't dwell on that problem. Work the solution. You see what I'm saying? So that when everything opens back up, you're ready to go. And I say that to everybody. That was for my dancers, but my young business majors, My young theater majors, you know what I mean? If you're a business major, hey, at the end of the day, it's about learning about business, owning your own business. During this time, what did you do for that? Did you start working on that business plan? Did you brainstorm what business that you can start doing or create? And then when this thing is over, you should have a business plan ready for that business, and then get out there and start to make that thing happen. You know what I mean? If you, my young writers, theater majors, where's your script? You had 8-9 months to work on this script, this short story. I got a friend of mine, and you'll be surprised, right? You'll be surprised when you put your mind to it, the things you can accomplish. You'll be surprised. Because one of the things I used to say all the time to myself, I used to always say this entertainment thing, because I'm an entertainer, you know what I mean? I teach dance, I'm a professional dancer, I do classical ballet, hip hop, I'm an actor, I went to school for theater, so I'm a trained actor, I'm a musician. So I always relied on my talent, and like I always used to say, man, this entertainment thing has to happen. My talent has to take me somewhere, because I don't know how to do anything else, right? And that was always my thing. So that's why I always put 100% into what I do. If it's the thing that I love to do, then I always put 100% of myself into it. And I encourage everyone else to do the same. But I learned along the way that I'm actually pretty good at a lot more things than I gave myself credit for. You know what I mean? And I encourage people to really lean into that. You know what I mean? Sometimes you go to school for this thing because you think that that's the only thing you know how to do, but there's a little desire to do something else, or you have these ideas to do other things, but then you brush those ideas off and you're like, that can't happen. I can't do that. I have a friend of mine who was talking to me, and she was like, you know what? I always thought of myself and my family as like superheroes and villains. And she told me this whole story, right? But as she's telling me this story in that thought process of why she thought like that, I was like, why don't you write that down? That sounds like a comic. That's a short story. And then she was like, what? And she laughed it off. I'm like, no. Lean into that, because I think you're brushing off a talent that's lingering inside you. And I encouraged her to start to write that, really write that down. And then the more we talked about it, it started to make more sense. Like, oh, wow. I had never thought that I could even do anything like that. Nobody thought that Kobe Bryant would win, what did he win? An Oscar for his short story? He's an athlete. Who would have thought that he would have written a short story? Right? I even have an idea for a short story that I'm going to write. I've written scripts. You know what I mean? Never sell yourself short. I've started businesses. Myself, when quarantine happened, I decided that, hey, because I did my videos the way that I did it, I found myself with all this extra time, and I'm licensed as a armed officer. So I decided to dust off my old license, get with a company, and start doing some armed security work, just to make a couple extra dollars, right? And then I was like, because I don't want to just sit around and waste time. So I'm teaching full time, online, but I set it up, I created it so that I had extra time to try to figure out something else, to figure out a plan B, right? So I do that. And I start doing some extra, I start doing armed security work. So I'm working 2 jobs. And then I get into it, and then I realize, why can't I have my own company? Why can't I have my own security company? This company, why am I going to work for another security company? So then I start to research it. What does it take to own your own security company? Researched it, looked into it, and began to become excited about it. I saw a future, right? I'm like, oh, this is something I can actually do. So now, I've already incorporated my business. I took the class to get the license. I've incorporated the business. have the tax ID, and the ball is now rolling towards having my own security company. So instead of working for a company, I am the company, and I'll get the contracts. So that's what I mean. I will not come out of this quarantine the same way I went in. I'm gonna come out with a whole new business and business model in an industry that is totally separate from the industry that I'm currently in. You know what I mean? So I encourage you guys to really, it can be done. Do it. Don't sell yourself short. If it's an idea, everything starts off with an idea or a dream, and it's achievable. Never think that your ideas or your dreams aren't achievable. So get out there and do it. You know what I mean? Make it happen. Just like everyone else did. Every business that you go to, everything that you do, it started off with a dream of somebody's, and they made it happen. They manifested it. And I encourage all my young people to do the same thing, man. And that's what I'm all about, man. It's encouraging guys to be better, do your own thing, boss up, you know what I mean? Level up, because you can level up during these times. During these times, there's still room to level up. You dig what I'm saying? So make it happen. Make it happen. Don't come out of this thing the same way you went in. Yeah. So yeah, man, that's just my words of encouragement. And I want you guys to, you know, to do well, be safe. And when I say be safe, and I know I start and end every video with that, because of the current times that we're in. But being safe and staying well, I'm gonna be honest with you, is more than just wearing your mask and what they call social distancing. I don't like the term social distancing, right? Because I don't want to be socially distanced from anybody. I am a social person. I do not want to steer away from human interaction. I think we should safely distance and do what we need to do so that we can get on the better side of this curve. Yeah. But it's more to it than that. Young people, take care of yourselves. Take care of your bodies. Eat right. Eat right. Put the right things into your body. Have you ever heard the term, you are what you eat? It's facts. Eat right. Now, I'm no health guru. You know what I'm saying? I'm no health nut. I'm not vegan. I'm not vegetarian. You know what I mean? But I just put the right amount of the right things in my body. I try to. You know what I mean? I exercise. Exercising can't be a thing. Exercising can't be a thing that's at a convenience, right? So it can't ever be a thing that you say, oh, I just don't have time to go to the gym. One, you never need a gym to work out. That's my personal opinion. I don't go to a gym at all to work out. But working out has to be a lifestyle. It has to be a part of your lifestyle. One of my students asked me, Brandon, during these times, how do you find the time to work out? I found myself getting weaker, and I didn't have as much muscle as I used to before quarantine. How do you, Brandon J., stay fit during these times? My question is, how do you not? You ain't got nothing but time to do it now, right? Working out has to be a lifestyle, meaning it has to take precedence over something else. So, like for me, I like to run. I run 3 miles. I try to get a 3-mile run in twice a week. And I like to weight train. But I have everything here at home. You know what I mean? So I don't need to go to the gym to weight train. I don't need to go to the gym to run. Because I don't like running on a treadmill anyway. But at the top of my morning, if it's workout day for me, I'm getting that workout in before I do anything else, because that's how I like to start my day. Which means I set another date for like emails. For those of you that know me, that's why I told you guys to text me, because I just can't sit at the computer and answer emails, because it turns into an all-day situation. You're all day here with emails. You start off with one email, and then the next thing you know, emails are popping in on your screen, and you're here all day. And 8 hours has gone by, and I've just been sitting down at the computer. So I'm like, no. Text me. Here's my text. Here's my number so you can text me, because I'm gonna get this workout in before I answer those emails. I'm gonna get this workout in before I start this project. I gotta get this workout in, because if my body is feeling good, then my mind is feeling good, which is gonna make my spirit feel good. And you know what I mean? And then that's how I like to go about my day. So it has to be a lifestyle. And because that's my lifestyle, I stay healthy. I'm not as worried about certain things as other people are. And that's how you fight off germs. And not just this COVID thing. I'm talking about just all germs. You know what I mean? The more you sweat, every time you sweat, that's how you fight off infections and germs, right? So when I say stay safe and stay well and be healthy, that's what I mean. I mean the totality of it. I want you guys to really take your personal health into some real consideration and make it your lifestyle, because I want longevity from you. You know what I mean? Longevity. I want you guys to live long, healthy lives and fight off a lot of these viruses and things, and just really be well, man. So that's what I mean by that when I say that. Also take the necessary precautions that we need to take to really fight this thing off. Wear your mask and and stay safely distanced from people. You know what I mean? Wash your hands and all those good things. But actually take care of yourself. Take care of this too. Take time out to just go outside. If you have a backyard, go outside in your backyard, meditate. Whatever it is that you're into, just to get a sound mind. You know what I mean? Because this thing up here, man, you don't want to lose that. It's really hard to get that back. So I can go on and on, you guys. I can sit here and talk to you guys forever about things. And I hope, you probably get tired of me talking and you're like, oh my God, Brandon J. Cut it out. Just say bye. Well, here it is. Like, I've already been talking for 28 minutes and it just feels like 5 seconds. But anyway, I just wanted to leave you guys with some encouragement. I wanted to say, I appreciate you. Thank you. I hope you got something out of the class. And if you're leaving this class, just knowing a little bit more about your bodies, a little bit more about dance, a little bit more about hip-hop, then mission accomplished. That's the whole point. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep these videos going. I always like to say, once you come through my doors of my classroom, you're now family. Feel free to drop in anytime. Same thing goes from here. We're now family. You're part of the Talented Brandon J YouTube channel. Feel free to drop by anytime. This is now something I'm going to keep doing. Even when we get back into the classroom, I'm going to keep this forum open, and I'll be dropping videos definitely every month. A new video will drop. I'm going to drop some workout videos because I have this 1-minute workout video. I've had students come in and like, Brandon, you should do a workout video. It's coming. And who knows, man, you may even see me do some other kind of videos. I have a garden. I may drop some gardening videos. I may drop some cooking videos. Who knows? We're going to keep these lines of communication open, man. And I hope you guys like them, get something out of them. But this right here, it won't stop. We're going to keep this thing going. Invite your friends. Invite your family. Feel free to check out the videos. Excuse me. To do the videos anytime you want. Every time I drop a new video, you're more than welcome. to learn it, even if you're not taking the class anymore. That's just how I am. When I put it out into the universe, it's for you to have. So yeah, there's that. So I just want to say thank you. I love you guys. I truly, truly love you guys. I am sorry that I wasn't in the classroom, or we weren't in the classroom to really get to know each other and really create a bond, a close bond. And but nonetheless, we made the best out of a situation. We made a way out of no way, and we're getting it done. You know what I mean? So like I said, you're now family. Feel free to follow me on social medias if you like. Some of you have already have. I don't have a problem with that. It's all good. I'll follow you back, and let's keep up with one another, man. Let's, you know what I mean? I want to know how you guys are doing and how things are going. You know what I mean? Maybe you're graduating, or you not able to take the class, and you want to reach out to me and get some advice on something. Who knows? Or you just want to stop by and just say what's up. I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? We're family now. So be safe out there. Stay healthy. Stay well. And we're going to continue to get through this thing together. As a family. As a community. You dig what I'm saying? And get on over to the other side. So, peace and love. And until the next time we meet. Love you guys. Holla back.